Hello, 57's fans. It's Ryan Schweitzer, back with another webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services. Tonight, the 57's Road Show continues in Moose Jaw. Swift, winners of their last three away from Mitchell Field, and they'll look to get on a 5-game winning streak here in total at the expense of the Moose Jaw Miller Express, a team that's not too far away from them in the WMBL Eastern standings. Coming into this one, Swift with a record of 18-9, 1 game back of the 19-8 Regina Red Sox. Weyburn Beavers at 15-13 in third place, and the Miller Express nipping on the Beavers' heels with a record of 15-14, 1 game or a half game back of the Weyburn Beavers. So Moose Jaw will look to catch it. 2 starts for Marks, 17 innings of work. He's allowed 25 hits, 12 earned runs, a 6-5 strikeout to walk ratio, 0-3 with a 6.35 earned run average. Marks pitching to Zach Fasha, Ben Dahlke at first, Scott Platt at second base, Josh Mardorn at short, Lane Harvey at third, Cole Warkin in left field, Travis Abel in center, Pate Katuchis in right field. Cutter McDowell returning to the Moose Jaw Miller Express after a solid season with them last year. He is the DH for the Miller Express in this one. 4th game back for Cutter McDowell, the DH, who was a big part of the Miller Express offense last year. 1-2 the count to Bondarchuk, working against the righty Jesse Marks here in the top of the first inning. Ground ball. That's hit to Platt, who takes care of the speedy Bondarchuk via the 4-3, and there's one out here in the top of the first inning. League stolen base leader Riley Campbell will take a turn to the plate.
Now to bat for Swift, current third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
Campbell, as per usual, his walk-up routine, taking the long way to the plate. So he goes back to the backstop and then circles towards home plate. The league base-stealing leader, Riley Campbell, 2 more added to his cause last night in Weyburn. Or in Millville, rather. 8-3 57's win over the Millionaires. Campbell, 25 bags to lead the league thus far in stolen bases. 57's as a team have 90 stolen bases. And to give you an idea of how many that is compared to the rest of the league, the next 2 teams combined have 94. Swift Current with 90 stolen bases this season, Edmonton with 48, and the Moose Jaw Miller Express showing some bag-stealing acumen this year with 46 stolen bases. So 2 teams with plenty of speed going head-to-head tonight here at Roswell's Park. 2-1 the count to Riley Campbell with 1 down here in the top of the first inning as the hot sun beats down on the players on the field with a gentle breeze passing through to create some occasional relief here from the summer heat. Campbell fouls one off towards Caribou Street here in Moose Jaw. And that'll even things out at 2-2 to Campbell. Jesse Marks, 17 innings of work, 6 strikeouts. Doesn't strike out a lot of guys as he goes low and away to Campbell. Righty on righty matchup, and it's a full count to the native of Wadsworth, Ohio. The 3-2 pitch to Campbell. He reaches, protects the plate, and fouls one out of Roswell's Park. And sounds like a automotive passerby on Caribou Street wore that foul ball off the bat of Campbell as the count remains 3-2. Campbell again swings defensively. This one might stay on the playing surface. Nope. It's going to head towards the Swift Current bullpen. Ernesto Romero giving that one to a Moose Jaw youth. So 3-2 count to Campbell. Riley making Jesse Marks throw everything at him here. 1 away, Mark's about to unleash the 12th pitch of his first inning, and it's a low and away offering to Campbell, a breaking ball that dropped outside. Riley walks.
For the 57's, left fielder number 24, Blake Adams.
Well, a familiar sight for the 57's when they've been successful. Riley Campbell on first base and Blake Adams at the plate. Adams, the native of Longview, Texas, with the second most runs batted in the land. Broderick Rodocker of the Regina Red Sox has 35. Adams just behind him at 32. Alex Bishop of the Lethbridge Bulls with 29. Adams with 2 more last night, and he pounds one deep to center field. That's hit back. Getting underneath it, however, and making the catch in center field is Travis Abel. A loud out. As Adams flies out to center, 2 away now.
For Swift Current, first baseman number 13, Kyle McDonald.
Nobody paying attention to Riley Campbell, and he swipes second. With everybody else mentally slipping into neutral, the always aware Riley Campbell just takes second. No infielders covering second base. The Kyle McDonald shift is on with Josh Mardoran at short, playing that much closer to the bag. Earlier this week, the Moose Jaw Miller Express were in Swift Current. It was a 6-1 win for the 57's. Kyle McDonald 2 for 4 that game with a pair of dingers. Brought in 4 runs as well. So an unconventional stolen base for Campbell. Number 26 on the year for Riley. Putting himself into scoring position with 2 away. Fouled off by McDonald. Just sent over the fence of the comfy confines of Rosswell's Park here in Moose Jaw.
Maybe this story was exaggerated to me, but I thought like it was a guy that was passed out drunk in the hotel and he didn't show up.
0-2 pitch to the native of Mississauga, Ontario, McDonald. Pitches outside, 1-2. That's chopped foul by McDonald, who gets a small piece of that baseball. Pitch up and in.
Working on the Cowboys for getting us down to Vegas. Even if you only want to go for 2 days, I'm in.
McDonald launches one foul. Baseball webcast.
It's a game we play every night here at Rosswell's Park. It's RBC.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Celebrate the wonders of our nation this July at Living Sky Casino. Players Club members can swipe daily for their chance to win a train trip across Canada in our From Far and Wide promotion. Bonus entries are also available. Grand prize draw July 31st at 8 p.m. Must be present to win. See Players Club for more details.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball.
Leading off for the Moose Jaw Miller
Hope the
Express,
start to the
second
weekend
baseman,
is
number
going
4,
well for you.
Scott Platt.
Scott Platt leading off for the Miller Express. Matt Mahalski gets the start on the mound for the 57's. 5 starts, 32 innings of work. He's allowed 26 hits, 9 earned runs, 25 strikeouts to just 4 walks. 2-1 on the year with a 2.53 earned run average. Mahalski, one of those 5 starts was here, a 4-3 loss to the Moose Jaw Miller Express a few weeks ago. So the only blemish on Mahalski's season coming at Roswell's Park. Throwing hard against Scott Platt, leadoff hitter for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Platt 269 on the year for Moose Jaw. Count is 1-2. Platt keeping the sword sheathed early in the count here. Mahalski, 1-2 pitch. Platt swings defensively and drills it into the backstop behind the 57's dugout. Count remains 1-2. Starting pitcher, Matt Mahalski out of Mansfield, Texas. 6th start of the year. One-two pitch. Fastball just a bit up. Count 2-2. Matt Mahalski pitching to Bodie Cooper. Kyle McDonald at first, Cole Thibodeau at second, Grant Van Scoy is at shortstop. Riley Campbell playing third base. In the outfield, Blake Adams in left, Matt Bondarchuk in center, Brett Esau in right. Designated hitter in this one is Keel Crumbed, who had a strong game yesterday against the Melville Millionaires. So Joe Carnahan and the 57's coaching staff keeping Crumweed's bat in the lineup. Full count to Abel, fouling that one into the backstop. Next game for the 57's is going to be tomorrow, a game that's not on any of your schedules, but it is a makeup game for a rainout against the Weyburn Beavers. Strike 3 on Scott Platt. 1 batter faced, 1 K for Mahalski. Native of Mansfield, mantastic after that strikeout.
For the Express, center fielder number 30, Travis Abel.
So the 57's taking on Weyburn tomorrow night at Mitchell Field, 7:05 first pitch. Thirsty Thursday prices on a Saturday as well at that one. 57's will then go to Weyburn on Sunday. A 7:05 start to that Sunday game. We'll have that webcast for you. First pitch just after 7:05. Monday will be a travel day for the 57's, and next week they got the Fort Mac Edmonton trip. '57's in the month of July, first couple of weeks, really getting put through the grinder when it comes to these road games. Only 1 home game in a 2-week span for the Swift Current team. 1-1, the count to Travis Abel, who hits one to center field. Matt Bondarchuk is there. Loud crack of the bat. Bondarchuk where he needs to be for that catch. And now left fielder Cole Workin.
Now the bat for the Express, left fielder number 19, Cole Workin.
Working from just down the road in Regina. .295 high heat, evening things out at 2-2. Mahalski not taking time between pitches. That offering is inside, and it's a full count now. Cole Workin falling behind early in the count. A couple good takes. And it's a full count to the Miller Express left fielder. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Hops right back to Mahalski. He'll toss to first for the 1-3. 17-pitch inning for Matt Mahalski. 1 inning in the books. Swift Current and Moose Jaw are scoreless at Roswell's Park. Back with more 57's baseball after these.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's. Grant Van Scoy leading off for the 57's. 5-6-7 for Swift Current, due up here in the top of the second. Van Scoy chops that to third base. And Van Scoy grands out via the 5-3, Lane Harvey. A nice smooth play at third to take care of the speedy shortstop for the 57's.
Now at the bat for Swift Current, catcher number 5, Bodie Cooper. He's our Molson beer batter tonight. If he gets out, it's 2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park.
Bodie Cooper, his .274 average, now up for Swift. Bodie's collected 4 home runs thus far, along with 17 runs batted in. Night off from duties behind the plate last night is Mason Brown. Caught for the 57's. Curveball out, and 1-1 to Bodie. Bodie, another Wayne State player. College in Nebraska that's been good to the 57's over the years. .210-pounder, 2-1 count. Working against Jesse Marks. Bodie fouls that out of here. Pitch low and away, and it's ball 3. Well hit ball by Bodie. That's driven into left field. That's going to roll to the wall. Bodie rounding first, heading for second. Good gracious, bodacious, a double for Cooper.
Now at the bat for Swift Current, right fielder number 11, Brett Esau.
Second base runner of the game for the 57's. First hit for Swift. As Bodie Cooper, for a good portion of last season, had more doubles than he did singles. That's his 5th double of the year, 24th hit. Brett Esau to take a turn now. Off-speed pitch up to Esau, about eye level, is ball 1. Another offering up to Esau. 2-0 count with 1 away, and Bodie Cooper situated at second base. Esau, .292 average coming into this at-bat. 4 home runs, 17 RBI. High fly ball by Esau, hit to center field. Travis Abel with his heels on the warning track is there. Bodie Cooper's going to scurry to third base. Great throw from Abel, but Bodie in just in front of it. Round of applause for Travis Abel, the center fielder of the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Caught that one deep in the heart of Ross Wells and came within an eyelash of throwing out Bodie Cooper as he tagged up at second.
Number 18, Keel Crumbed.
That was manly. Keel Crumbed to the plate now. Crumbed 231 coming into this at bat, but 417 batting average in the last week for Keel. 3 runs batted in 3 games, 5 hits and 12 at bats over the last 7 days. On base percentage of .500 for the native of Glasgow, Montana. So Crumbed 231 on the season, but over 400 in the previous 7 days. That pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Fasha, the catcher. And count 2-1. Crumbed representing the number 8 spot in Swift's batting order. Cole Thibodeau on deck. Tibby hitting .348 coming into this one. 2 away, though. Bodie Cooper at third. Base hit gives the 57's a 1-0 lead. 2-1 pitch. Catches the low outside portion of the strike zone that umpires love to call strikes in righty-on-righty matchups. Count 2-2 to Crumbed. 2-2 pitch, 2 away. It's outside, Crumbed takes, and it's a full count. Crumbed getting some work on the mound last night in Swift Current's 8-3 win over Melville. 3-2 pitch. Crumbed drills it to center field. Travis Abel is underneath it, makes the catch, and that'll do it for the 57's. Bodie will be stranded. Couple of well-hit balls for the 57's. Cooper gets a double.
On the Winmar scoreboard.
1 hit and 1 left on for Swift in their half of the second. Bottom of 2 coming up, still scoreless. Swift Currents and Moose Jaw. 57's baseball brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
The sounds of Roxette send us into the bottom of the second inning where the Swift Current 57's and Moose Jaw Miller Express are scoreless.
DH number 37, Cutter McDowell.
Cutter McDowell back in the Miller Express lineup. Game number 4 of 2017 for McDowell, who certainly provided some offense to Moose Jaw last season. McDowell takes a big hack at that ball. His bat snaps into the vacant air for strike 1. Matt Mahalski, 3 up, 3 down inning in the top of the, or in the bottom of the first. Pitch number 20 for Mahalski is strike 2 in this one. McDowell goes down swinging. Matt Mahalski's second strikeout of the game. Some big hacks for Cutter McDowell. Just not able to time the offerings from Mahalski right.
Ben Dalkey.
Ben Dalkey to the plate. Dalkey hitting .369. He's collected 5 home runs thus far to go with 27 runs batted in. So among the league's top RBI guys. Nobody on for him right now with one away here in the bottom of the second. Fastball just a bit out from Mahalski. Count 1-1 after strike is called. 2-1 rather. Next action for the 57's tomorrow night. Again, tell your friends about this one. A game that's not on any schedules is the 57's, a makeup game against the Weyburn Beavers for a game that was rained out in June. Not a lot of opportunities to enjoy the 57's at home on a Saturday night this season, so take advantage of it. 57's one last home game before heading on the road for a week. Count 3-2. Ben Dalkey will take a walk. So one on for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Catcher Zach Fascia to the plate. 262 on the year.
Catcher number 3, Zach Fascia.
Fascia with 15 runs batted in on the season. Ben Dalkey, 6 stolen bases on the year for Moose Jaw, second most on their team. Potential double play, 6-4. And Cole Thibodeau, with Ben Dalkey bearing down on him, took an extra half step, and that gave Fascia all the opportunity that he needed to make it there. So Fascia will reach on a fielder's choice. 2 down now.
Now the man for the Miller Express.
Right fielder Pate Katouchis.
Pate Katouchis.
Pate Katouchis fan club in the house. University of Nebraska Kearney from Longmont, Colorado. And Katouchis flares one into right field. That'll just land foul. And here in Moose Jaw, Pate's Peeps will continue to cheer him on with the count 0-1. Hard fastball from Mahalski. Letter height, 1-1. Katouchis representing the number 7 spot in Moose Jaw's batting order. Josh Mardoran, the shortstop, waits on deck. Katouchis fouls another one out of here. Strike 2 for Matt Mahalski.
Seaboard Insurance, your SGI Canada broker.
Count 1-2 with 2 away. Runner on at first, Zach Fascia, who reached on a fielder's choice. 1-2. Fastball in from Mahalski. Didn't miss by much. 2-2. Two-two pitch. 2 away. Fouled off the mask of Bodie Cooper. Bottom of the second inning, scoreless. 2-2 count. Pitch number 32. Just thrown moments ago by Matt Mahalski. Here comes 33. And Katuchis out in front of a high changeup, and he goes down swinging. Katuchis can't touch this.
No runs, no errors.
One stranded for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Scoreless after 2. 57's and Moose Jaw. We'll be back shortly with more baseball, brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
'57's on the sticks here in the top of the third inning. Scoreless between Swift Current and Moose Jaw. This webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. And we're happy to have you along for the ride here. Friday night from Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. 57's at home tomorrow night against the Weyburn Beavers. Sunday night in Weyburn, 7 o'clock start for that one. And then the 57's will hit the road on Monday for a game in Fort McMurray on Tuesday. That's about a 11-hour bus ride for the 57's in total. They'll overnight in Edmonton Monday night before making their first visit to Shell Stadium in Fort McMurray. Fort McMurray, a second-year franchise, but given the travel schedule, the 57's did the Southern Alberta tour last year. Jesse Marks, 1-1 the count to Cole Thibodeau, leading off for Swift here in the top of the third inning. Thibodeau hitting .348 this season. He's collected hits in the opportunities that he's been opposite Telus Field in the Alberta capital. Games in Fort McMurray Tuesday, Wednesday, Edmonton Thursday, Friday. Opposite field shot by Bondarchuk, and that'll escape Roswell's Park. Over by their beer shack. Jesse Marks gets a strikeout of the deal, and the count is 1-2. Jesse Marks steals to Bondarchuk. There's a shot by Bondarchuk. That's going to get into the gap in left center. Actually well cut off by Cole Workin. Single for Bondarchuk. Second hit of the game for the 57's.
Now at the bat for the 57's, third baseman Riley Campbell.
The sneaky Riley Campbell. First inning walked and then stole second base. Didn't steal off a pitch. No one was covering second. Bondarchuk checked at first. Gets dirty to stay safe. Riley Campbell, best on-base percentage of the Swift Current 57's. .444 to go with his .326 batting average. Matt Bondarchuk staying put at first for now. Pitch paints the outside corner to Campbell. 1-1 the count here with one down in the top of the third inning, and a scoreless tie thus far between the Swift Current 57's and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Spot starter Jesse Marks out of London, Ontario, working against the 57's tonight, the right-handed pitcher, with a 1-1 count to the dangerous Riley Campbell. Bondarchuk checked again.
Scoreboard, no runs.
Bottom of three coming up, still scoreless. Swift Current and Moose Jaw. This is 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Celebrate the wonders of our nation this July at Living Sky Casino. Players Club members can swipe daily for their chance to win a train trip across Canada in our From Far and Wide promotion. Bonus entries are also available. Grand prize draw July 31st at 8 p.m. Must be present to win. See Players Club for more details.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packages.
At your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Ryan Schweitzer and Moose Jaw. Scoreless tie between the 57's and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 1-1 the count to Joshmar Doran. Shortstop for the Miller Express. Fly ball. And that will escape Roswell's Park in foul ground. Doran, number 8 hitter in Moose Jaw's batting order. Shot by Doran. First hit of the ball game for the Miller Express as Doran singles up the middle. Joshmar Doran improving his 247 batting average.
Number 7, Lane Harvey.
Third baseman Lane Harvey to take a turn now. Harvey out of Sydney, Nebraska, Indian Hills Community College. It's where he played his school ball. Texas for Moose Jaw. Fly ball caught by Cole Thibodeau and Joshmar Doran in no man's land. And an unconventional double play takes care of Doran. So Lane Harvey lines into a double play. Base runner is erased, and Moose Jaw turns the order over here with Scott Platt stepping up. He struck out. He is one time facing Matt Mahalski
Now to bat for the
in this
Express
one.
second baseman, Scott Platt.
Two away. Mahalski, one hopper to Bodie Cooper for ball one. Opposite field shot to right field. Brett Esau on his horse and makes the catch just in front of the warning track. Another 3 up, 3 down inning. Miller Express get a hit, but don't strand any, as double play was involved. 3 innings in the books, still scoreless. Swift Current and Moose Jaw. This is 57's baseball.
Time to run down RBC's Royal Bank.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Well, the 57's in a scoreless tie against the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 3 innings in the books. The teams combining for 3 hits. 2 from the 57's, 1 from the Moose Jaw Miller Express number 9 hitter Lane Harvey. 3, 4, 5 due up for Swift Current here in the top of the 4th. Blake Adams, Kyle McDonald, and Grant Van Scoy to take turns at the plate here. Adams 32 runs batted in on the year and 6 home runs. Second in home runs behind Cody Funderburg. Adams awaiting the 1-2. Jesse Marks low and away. Trying to get Blake to chase. 2-2 count. Curveball. Adams times that one out and drives it between the 5-6 gap. Third hit of the game for the 57's. Leadoff hitter in the top of the 4th is on.
Now to bat for Swift Current, first baseman Kyle McDonald.
Kyle McDonald will try and advance Adams. Adams 11 for 14 stealing bases this year. We know that Zach Fush has got a hose behind the plate as he threw out Matt Bondarchuk trying to steal second early on. Breaking ball to McDonald, drops in low, and it's a 1-0 count to the native of Mississauga. One-0 pitch. Righty on lefty matchup here. Pitcher versus hitter, and strike is called, hitting the outside part of the plate. Top of the 4th inning, scoreless. 57's trying to change that. Towering fly ball. You know they got a beat on that one at 15 wing Moose Jaw. Lane Harvey makes the catch, and it's 2 away. Kyle McDonald flying out to the third baseman. New digs for the Swift Current 57's coaching staff. We see assistant coach Eric Dorton modeling the new top that they have. The coaches all like to wear hoodies, but with temperatures above 30 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, they opted for something a little bit cooler, so coaching staff with a new all-gray look. Some short sleeves in the dog days of summer for the 57's coaches who have been sweating it out in hoodies. The official uniform. There's the other 57's assistant coach, Taylor Steen, rocking the new look. Steen, a former player for the 57's. Played parts of 2 seasons here. His first home run actually came at Ross Wells Park. Steen hit from the left side of the plate and pounded one to right field. Van Scoy hits that curveball. Potential for 2 here. 4, 6, and 3. Another quick half inning here.
Top of the 4th inning on
57's are a fast team. That doesn't happen a lot.
Errors and left on base where still
Nobody stranded.
4th inning brought to you by the
Blake Adams gets a hit.
Your game, your team,
Bottom
your
of 4
story.
coming up.
Ben
Scoreless
Pinto,
tie. Swift Current and
RBC
Moose Jaw.
Royal
57's
has been
baseball for
won.
Crop Production
RBC
Services and
Royal
Living
has
Sky
been
Casino.
won.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to 57's Baseball. This webcast brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services.
Leading off for the Miller Express, center fielder Travis Abel.
Hope your summer weekends are going splendid, and we're glad that you've made the webcast part of whatever it is you're doing. I know watching us via the Apple TV is a popular option. Travis Abel leading off for Moose Jaw. Bottom of the 4th inning, we're still scoreless. Last time these two teams played each other at Roswell's Park, it was a 4-3 win for Moose Jaw in a game that did not see very much offense until the late stages. Abel, Cole Workin, and Cutter McDowell do up. 2-3-4 in their batting order. Swing and a miss. Matt Mahalski, 3 innings of work. He struck out 3 and allowed 1 hit thus far. .45 pitch journey for Mahalski up till now. There's number 46, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch is drilled into the backstop. Two-two pitch. Shot to Cole Thibodeau. Thibodeau just unable to snag that ball. And Travis Abel on via the E4. Twisting ground ball that took an awkward hop.
Now the bat for the Express.
Just off the top of the glove of Thibodeau. So the leadoff guy on for the Miller Express, Cole Workin to the plate. Moose Jaw as a team, 292 batting average. 57's 294, so two teams capable of big innings. Going head-to-head here, but it's Jesse Marks and Matt Mahalski that have had the run of things thus far in a scoreless tie in the bottom of the 4th inning. Snap throw over to first. Bounces away from McDonald. McDonald runs over Travis Abel. Bodie Cooper behind the plate, making that throw to Kyle McDonald. Two veterans from last year's championship-winning team in Swift Current that won it all in the WNBL.
Canada Broker.
Nothing in two, the count to Regina's Cole Workin, playing his summer ball just down the road in Moose Jaw. Oh-2 from Mahalski. Just a bit up, and it's 1-2 now. Called strike three as Workin is caught looking. Few umpires in the stands disagreeing with the strike three assessment. Cutter McDowell makes his way to the plate now. One down and one on. Swing and a miss from McDowell. Fourth game back with the Miller Express. Made his regular season debut at 6-1 loss in 2017 for McDowell, a member of the Miller Express last year. Fans young and old enjoying this one here in Moose Jaw between East Division rivals, the Swift Current 57's and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Regina Red Sox are in Yorkton tonight. 57's hoping for a favor from Bryn Beyond Kalana and the Yorkton Cardinals, as they're trying to catch the Regina Red Sox for top spot in the WNBL East. Bottom of the second inning right now, and scoreless between the Red Sox and the Cardinals at Jubilee Park. Actually, just refreshing the scoreboard here, Yorkton with a 3-1 lead on Regina in the bottom of the third. Cardinals, bit of a long haul out of a playoff spot, 7 games back of the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Regina Red Sox 1 game ahead of the 57's. That's chopped foul, as McDowell gets that off of his person, and the count 1-2. If the playoffs started tomorrow, Regina Red Sox would face Moose Jaw in the 1-4. Swift Current would meet the Weyburn Beavers yet again in the first round. Runner is in motion, hit and run is on as Cutter McDowell drills that into the backstop. Travis Abel in motion on that pitch. Abel 4 for 5, stealing bases on the year. As the hit and run was on, 1 down here, 1-2 count. Pitch number 59 from Matt Mahalski, and it's a ground ball hit to Cole Thibodeau. Potential for 2, 6, 4, 3, and the 57's turn 2. That'll do it for the fourth inning. We are still scoreless. 57's baseball, brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Celebrate the wonders of our nation this July at Living Sky Casino. Players Club members can swipe daily for their chance to win a train trip across Canada in our From Far and Wide promotion. Bonus entries are also available. Grand prize draw July 31st at 8 p.m. Must be present to win. See Players Club for more details.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes, unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Swift Current 57's coach Joe Carnahan.
Place.
Getting a look at the player that was known as Smokin' Joe back in his on-field days. Now head coach of the 57's. This is season number 10 for Joe as head coach. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago when Joe took over the reins from Harv Martinez after a very successful tenure as head coach. Joe Carnahan, 3 championships as head coach, winning in 2010. As Bodie Cooper pounds one into the outfield. Cooper with a double and a single.
Now the bat for
Joe with
Swift
2
Current,
championships as a
Brett
coach,
Esau.
my mistake. 5 in total, 3 as a player, 2 as a coach. Love to get another ring this year. Competition is tight, though. You look at all the parity, especially in that WNBL East. Nobody really running away with anything. Yorkton and Melville really have some catching up to do. It's looking good right now that the 4 teams that are going to make the playoffs are Regina, Swift Current, Weyburn, and Moose Jaw. What order they'll finish and who will play who in that first round still yet to be determined. It's going to go down to the final day, you have to think, with these 2 teams all pretty tight within each other. Miller Express 5 games back with the Regina Red Sox between 1st and 4th place. Swift is 1 game back. Brett Esau at the plate right now. Getting signals from Eric Dorton with Bodie Cooper on at first base. Esau flew out to center field his last time up. A rather loud out. This time he hits it to left. Scurrying after that is Cole Workin, and that's a foul ball.
Because everybody forgot that it was there. They weren't doing any promotions. They weren't doing any advertising. They weren't doing any outreach programs to the schools.
So 1-2 count to Esau. After a fly ball that went foul. Taylor Steen passing on some words to Bodie Cooper, coach at first base and the runner. 1-2 pitch, not before Bodie's looked back to the base.
5 tours in June, and this year they were averaging 3 tours a week. For all of May and June.
Esau fouls that pitch into the backstop. Count remains 1-2. That was pitch number 62 out of the right hand of Jesse Marks in this one. We're in the top of the 5th inning and still a scoreless tie between the Swift Current 57's and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. There's none out and 1 on here for Swift in their Forest Green Road unis. Bodie Cooper checked at first. Bodie Cooper 100% when it comes to stealing bases this year. 1 for 1. As Esau gets a piece of it.
She's now the example in the company of what an outreach coordinator should. Like if they cold call. I don't know, there's something
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Esai hits that deep to left field. Hit back. Way back. Not coming back. And the scoreless tie has just been broken as Brett Esau, a 2-run dinger to left field. And the Swift Current 57's with a crooked number on the board. It's 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Brett Esau hitting that home run.
Keel Crumbed.
Bodie Cooper, who looks like he's joined a biker gang, walking behind him. In any event, the offensive engine revving for the 57's here as Keel Crumbed spanks one off the hand of the third baseman, Lane Harvey. That's going to smart. A line drive in and out of the glove, and Crumbed belting that ball to the third baseman.
Now at the bat for Swift Current, second baseman Cole Thibodeau.
Cole Thibodeau to the plate now. Still nobody out here. 57's 2-0 lead on a 2-run dinger from Brett Esau. Esau's 5th bomb of the year as Thibodeau tries to get that bunt down to advance. Keel Crumbed bunts it foul. Home run number 5, RBIs 18 and 19 for the native of Meadow Lake. Thibodeau fouls that ball out of here.
SGI Canada broker.
Jesse Marks up to 67 pitches. Battling with Cole Thibodeau. Keel Crumbed at first. Top of the order, and Matt Bondarchuk on deck for the 57's. Crumbed checked at first. Oh, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Hopping away from the catcher, Zach Fascia, and Keel Crumbed heads up base running, scampers to second. Scoreless through 4, 57's with 2 runs on the board here in the 5th. Nobody out, and a runner in scoring position with the top of the order on deck, and the capable Cole Thibodeau at the plate now. Thibodeau hitting .348 this season, a home run and 9 runs batted in. 23 for 66. Thibodeau, an opposite field shot, flew out to left his last time up. Thibodeau jammed on that one. Two count. Thibodeau fouls another one out of here. Towards AE Peacock School here in Moose Jaw. Oh. Moose Jaw City Police doing a flyby, making sure everyone here is behaving themselves. And Thibodeau is going to wear a curveball here, as that stray curveball was directed into the lower body of the native of Omaha, Nebraska. First hit batsman of the game puts runners on at first and second, and the Miller Express still looking for an elusive first out here in the top of the 5th.
Fielder Matt Bondarchuk.
Bondarchuk 1 for 2 this game, now to take a turn. Bondarchuk showing bunt. That ball careens to the backstop, going through the catcher, and runners advance to second and third. 2-run home run from Brett Esau has put runs on the board for the 57's here in the top of the 5th inning. Keel Crumbed and Cole Thibodeau at third and second base, respectively. RBI opportunity for Matt Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk 310 on the year, and he's going to spank one into right field. And the guy who's often hit home is going to drill in a couple runs. As Matt Bondarchuk gets to play RBI guy, a single that drives in 2, and the 57's now up 4-0. Joe Carnahan out of the dugout.
Stoppage in play brought to you by Boston Pizza, Main and Thatcher. After the game, head to Boston Pizza.
Joe's got to be happy with how this 5th inning has played out thus far. A 4-run 5th inning for the 57's. And they lead Moose Jaw 4-0. Mound visit here as personnel limbers up in the Miller Express bullpen. Give me a shot of the bullpen, babe. Miller Express warming up a lefty.
Now back for Swift Current third baseman Riley Campbell.
Grant Westmoreland is the pitcher, limbering up in the Miller Express bullpen. Old Glory waving here at Roswell's Park, where the Swift Current 57's. Bombs have been bursting in air as Brett Esau with a 2-run shot. And Matt Bondarchuk. Runners on at second and third, a base hit to right field by Bondarchuk. Riley Campbell up now, still none away, the cagey Campbell. We'll have to wait for the pitch as Bondarchuk is checked at first. Jesse Marks with Bondarchuk in motion. Throw to second base. Not in time this time. Bondarchuk 1 for 2 this game, stealing bases. Swipe bag number 21 of the season for the native of Edmonton. Bodie Cooper with a single to start the inning off. Brett Esau, 2-run home run following that. Keel Crumbed with a single. Cole Thibodeau hit by a pitch as Riley Campbell pounds one through the 5-6 gap. Bondarchuk being held up. There's none out here with Blake Adams coming to the plate. So the 57's will keep the 2 fast guys on the bases with the big RBI guy coming to the plate. And with the ominous bat of Blake Adams set to step into the batter's box, it looks like Grant Westmoreland will be summoned from the Moose Jaw Miller Express bullpen, and that's going to do it for Jesse Marks, who has solid through 4 innings, but the Swift Current 57's touching him up here in the 5th. .78 pitch outing for Marks. 4 innings of work, allowing 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Walked 1, didn't strike out any 57's hitters, facing 20 batters. Left-handed pitcher Grant Westmoreland to work now for the Miller Express. Westmoreland, 8 appearances, all but 1 in relief. 16 innings of work, he's allowed 12 hits, only 5 earned runs. A 21-12 strikeout to walk ratio. 2.75 earned run average. He's 0-1 on the year with 1 save. So 16 innings of work and 21 strikeouts on the year for Grant Westmoreland. A guy who strikes out hitters at a rate better than 1 per inning. come into this game with runners on the corners for Blake Adams. Adams 1 for 2 with a single. With that single from Adams, he's now hitting .362 on the year. And the RBI machine for the Swift Current 57's. With the opportunity to bring home Matt Bondarchuk.
Express number 32, Grant Westmoreland.
Grant Westmoreland from Pearland, Texas, University of Houston, Victoria. 6'3" lefty. Westmoreland deployed here in the top of the 5th innings to stop the bleeding and take care of Blake Adams. Fastball in, blocked by Fascia. Runners stay put. 1-0 count. Riley Campbell with stolen base number 26 in this game. Big swing from Blake Adams, and it's 1-1. One pitch, still none away here. Riley Campbell in motion. Hit and run is on. Fly ball by Blake Adams. Campbell puts the brakes on, and he'll scamper back to first base. No tag as Matt Bondarchuk stays put at third with 1 down. So Adams flies out to Pate Katuchis in right field. Miller Express with 1 out here.
Now the bat for Swift Current, first baseman Kyle McDonald.
Hit and run was on with Campbell and Adams.
The pot up to $175 take home right now.
Lefty on lefty matchup. Riley Campbell in motion. He'll get to second base uncontested as snap throw to third base to keep Matt Bondarchuk in check. Now 2 bags this game for Campbell. 27 on the year. League record is 38. Infield in with Kyle McDonald at the plate and runners on at second and third. Grant Van Scoy is on deck. 2-0 count to McDonald. McDonald 304 coming into this game. Four home runs on the season for McDonald and only 14 games played. Kyle McDonald leading the Swift Current 57's in home runs per at-bat. Looking at his sabermetric numbers. Home run every 14 at-bats for McDonald. Next best on the team, Bodie Cooper. Home run every 21 at-bats. Pardon me, next best on the team is Brett Esau at 16.25. 2-2 pitch. High heat taken by McDonald. Full count now. Blake Adams, third best on the team, home run. Just under every 18 at bats. Three-two pitch with 1 away. Fouled off by McDonald, protecting the plate in this lefty-on-lefty matchup.
Insurance, your SGI Canada broker.
Pitch from Grant Westmoreland. It was headed down and out. One down here. 4-0 lead for the Swift Current 57's. McDonald trying to add to the lead. He'll walk.
Now at the bat for Swift Current, shortstop Grant Van Scoy.
Friday night in Moose Jaw with the bases loaded and one down. Grant Van Scoy. Oh for 2 this game, grounding out in his previous 2 at-plate endeavors. 1 home run on the year. He hit it in Weyburn. Van Scoy hitting .333 on the year. Grant Westmoreland. Towering fly ball that's not going to escape the infield. And that's pretty much an ideal scenario for the Moose Jaw Miller Express there. Bodie Cooper comes to the plate with 2 away.
Catcher Bodie Cooper. He's our Molson beer batter tonight. If he gets out, it's 2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park.
Swift has plated 4 runs here in the top of the 5th inning, but they certainly don't want to leave 3 stranded. Bodie Cooper with a single and a double then coming in. Taking care of Blake Adams, Kyle McDonald, and now trying to sit down Bodie Cooper. Fast ball up, Cooper takes. 1-2. One-two pitch to Bodie with the bases loaded and 2 away. Fly ball. That will leave Roswell's Park foul. Count remains 1-2 to Cooper. Bases loaded, 1-2 pitch. Cooper hits that to center field. Back to make the catch is Travis Abel, and the Moose Jaw Miller Express limit the damage to just 4.
$8 at the Park in the Park. Line them up.
As the Swift Current 57's touch up Moose Jaw to the tune of 4 runs. 57 strand 3, though. 4-0 lead, though, for the good guys. Bottom of 5 coming up. This is Swift Current 57's baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
A positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the hearing place,
Matt Mahalski went a while without throwing a pitch. Now back on the mound for the 57's as he warms up, throwing to Bodie Cooper. Along top of the 5th for the Moose Jaw Miller Express as the Swift Current 57's managed to touch them up to the tune of 4 runs. Bottom of the order contributing for the 57's.
Now the man for the Miller Express, first baseman, Ben Dalkey.
Bodie Cooper singled. Brett Esau, 2-run home run to bring home himself and Bodie. Single from Keel Crumbed, Cole Thibodeau hit by a pitch, and then Matt Bondarchuk with an RBI single that brought those 2 runs in. 4-0 lead for the 57's. Bottom of the 5th inning. Matt Mahalski's only allowed 1 hit. And the 57's defense has been stingy as that ball is fouled off towards the adjacent Memorial Field. Mahalski 0-1. Low and away. Count now 1-1. 61 pitches for Mahalski. There's number 62, and it's strike 2. Yes, first baseman Ben Dalkey, who hits 5th in the Miller Express batting order. Swings and misses. Dalkey walked his last time up. Dalkey hitting .333 this season against Matt Mahalski as he checks his swing and ball careens into the stands off the checked lumber. 2-2. Dalkey .368 in the season with 5 home runs and 27 runs batted in. 2-2 pitch from Mahalski. Dalkey hits that to right field. Brad Esau's got to hurry. He's back. And that ball will exit Roswell's Park. 6th home run of the year for Dalkey. Opposite field shot from Ben Dalkey that just did not want to land.
That's a Cross Canada Flooring Miller Express home run. Cross Canada Flooring, your floor store in downtown Moose Jaw.
That ball just catching the
Now
jet
back
stream.
for Miller Express catcher Zach Fascia.
And now Zach Fascia to the plate. Fascia hits one to left field. Blake Adams in foul territory is able to make the catch. Good catch from Adams. Brings Pate Katuchis to the plate with one down here. Miller Express biting into that 57's lead, getting one back. It's 4-1 now for Swift. Solo dinger for Ben Dalkey. Pate Katuchis now. 1-0 count. Fastball from Mahalski, strike one. 1-1 with one down. Katuchis .247 batting average this year. Has yet to get a hit against Matt Mahalski in the previous meeting here at Roswell's Park and this one. Katuchis fouls that into the backstop. Count is 1-2. One-two pitch. Fastball up and out. 2-2. Another pitch up from Mahalski, and it's a full count to Katuchis. Katuchis 7th in the Miller Express batting order. Josh Mardoran is on deck, the shortstop. 3-2 pitch. Katuchis continues to battle. Pate's pals with the foul ball catch there. Low and away, and Katuchis will take a walk. Josh Mardoran, who's 1 for 1 this game, makes his way to the plate.
Now the man for the Miller Express, shortstop Josh Mardoran.
'57's have a home game tomorrow against the Weyburn Beavers, making up for a June rainout. Thirsty Thursday prices on a Saturday night. It's going to be a fun night at the ballpark. This ball game was scoreless through 4 innings. 5 runs between the two teams in the 5th, and we're not done yet. 4-1, the Swift Current 57's lead it after a 4-run top of the inning. Miller Express on the strength of a solo home run by Ben Dalkey got 1 run back. Now there's one on with one out. Josh Mardoran. Called strike as Mahalski works the outside corner. Righty on righty matchup here. One pitch. Doran, ground ball. Hops up on Van Scoy, and he's not going to have time to make a play. Number 9 hitter up, that's Lane Harvey.
Now in the box for the Express, third baseman, Lane Harvey.
Well, an innings this innings had its ups and downs for both teams. Swift Current and Moose Jaw. Grant Van Scoy dinged with the air as Josh Mardoran gets on first.
I was still checking your pause every so often, but no problem whatsoever.
Van Scoy is sure-handed a shortstop as you're going to see in the WNBL, but sometimes you just fall victim to those hops. One away here and 2 on for the Miller Express. Trail by 3, Harvey representing the tying run. Pitch outside, blocked by Bodie. Harvey 6 RBI on the season with a .294 batting average. One and one pitch. Harvey showing bunt. That bounces off the plate. And 1-2. One-two pitch with one away. Fly ball. Oh, look out. Christina, working camera 1, was ready to jump in front of that ball. Looked like he was headed here. She's focused. One-two pitch. Harvey ground ball. Potential for 2-6-3. Double play is turned, and the 57's get out of a little bit of trouble here in the 4th inning, or 5th inning rather, with minimal damage. Lane Harvey grounds into a double play.
1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on.
1 left on, and 1 run comes across the score on 1 Swift Current 57 error. 6th inning coming up, 4-1 Swifty. 57's baseball brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Brett Esau will lead off for the Swift Current 57's in the top of the 6th inning. 2-run dinger the last time Esau was at the plate. 1 for 2 this ball game. Esau scoring himself and Bodie Cooper to tally the first 2 in this contest. First time facing the lefty Grant Westmoreland, who throws a high fastball for strike 1. 1-1 the count. 57's play tomorrow night at home against the Weyburn Beavers. Tell all your friends in Swifty about that one. Make sure they're going to be there, as that one's not on the schedule. It's a make-up for a rain-out game. 1-2 the count now to Esau, swinging through that pitch. '57's lead at 4-1. Our next webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball Sunday night in Weyburn. That game will get rolling at 7 o'clock. And after that, we'll bring you the 4 games on the 57's road swing through Alberta. Called strike 3 as Westmoreland works low and away to Esau, who doesn't agree with that assessment.
Now the man for Swift Current, DH Keel Crumbed.
Second strikeout of the game for Westmoreland. 1.1 innings of work thus far. Keel Crumbed swings at that pitch and regrets the decision to do so. Strike 1. Strike 2 called to Crumbed. Oh, 2. Crumbed gets a piece of that ball and launches it to left field. Keel Crumbed pollinates the park behind Russ Wells with a home run. An electrifying shot from Keel Crumbed.
Now the bat for Swift Current, second baseman Cole Thibodeau.
5-1 for the 57's. Second home run of the season for Crumbed. Cole Thibodeau. There's a shot that just a seeing eye ground ball through the infield. And Cole Thibodeau on with a single. Top of the order due up now for the 57's with a 5-1 lead. Keel Crumbed just with a scintillating home run moments ago to give the 57's their 4-run lead back. Westmoreland, lefty versus lefty. Bondarchuk showing bunt with one away and a runner on at first. Strike is called, as that slider found the strike zone from Westmoreland. Thibodeau checked at first by Westmoreland. Fastball into Bondarchuk. 1-1. .57's touching up Moose Jaw Miller Express pitching for 10 hits, 5 runs. Bondarchuk slaps that foul.
That foul ball for Seaborn Insurance, your SGI Canada broker.
And Westmoreland, who came in and took care of some 57 hitters in the 5th inning, forced to throw a few pitches here in the 6th. Westmoreland, Bondarchuk reaches and takes a defensive swing with the count 1-2. Fouls that towards the Miller Express dugout, count still 1-2. Lefty on lefty and a slider that was bending low and away, and Bondarchuk reacting. Quick swing. One-two pitch with one away. Just a bit outside.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone park like that, not parking off.
Miller Express preparing Travis Edgar in their bullpen. Runner in motion is Thibodeau. Hit and run is on, and Bondarchuk slaps that foul. 2-2.
Age limit's 26 and enrolled in a college. Yeah, 26 and under and enrolled in a college program.
Michael Hunt coming out now and having a chat with his catcher, Zach Fascia.
It went all collegiate by about 3 years ago. It went all collegiate.
Foul ball by Bondarchuk, or perhaps some contact with the bat. Hitting Fascia. He wants to see how a throw feels now. Everything appears to feel as it should. Two-two pitch. Bondarchuk goes down swinging, and Cole Thibodeau is thrown out at second. Unconventional end to an inning. None stranded, but one big hit for the Swift Current 57's. As Keel Crumbed a solo home run to give Swift Current their 4-run lead back. Bottom of 6 coming up, 5-1 Swift. 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Use your game sense.
Thanks for playing.
It's Swift Current 57's baseball live from Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. Happy to have you along for the ride. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the balls and strikes. Let's refresh the out-of-town scoreboard and see what's shaking around the league. Okotoks Dogs in the top of the 7th with a 9-2 lead on the Brooks Bombers in Brooks. Edmonton Prospects leading Lethbridge 8-0 in Edmonton in the top of the 6th.
Scott Platt.
Melville Millionaires leading the Weyburn Beavers 2-1 in Melville. Fort Mac with a 4-3 lead on the Medicine Hat Mavericks in Medicine Hat. And good news for 57's fans in Yorkton in the top of the 6th inning. The Cardinals with a 6-1 lead on the Regina Red Sox. Team that the 57's are trying to catch, so if everything holds, it's a tie in the WNBL East, but still lots of baseball left to be played at both parks. But that'll be a score that 57's fans will be happy to hear right now. Yorkton with a 6-1 lead over the Regina Red Sox. Swift will end the regular season doubleheader in Regina among the last games that they'll play this year. Those 2 games are going to be huge. Shaping up that way anyway. Matt Mahalski getting set for inning number 6 on his night. Top of the order due up for Moose Jaw Scott Platt, who's 0 for 2. Drilled into the backstop, count 2-1. Platt drills one just above the 57's dugout. Platt, 268 hitter, home run, 10 runs batted in. And Platt's going to go back to the Miller Express dugout and get a new cue here. Fly ball. That will just exit Roswell's Park by the 57's bullpen, where Aiden Goodall is starting to limber up. "89 pitches thus far for Matt Mahalski. Two-two pitch. Breaking ball stays inside, righty on righty, and it's a full count. 5-1 lead for the Swift Current 57's. Swift Current coming into this game had the most team home runs of any squad in the WNBL with 25 of them. They've had 2 more, now up to 27 with that league lead. Long balls provided by Brett Esau and Keel Crumbed. Hitters number 7 and 8 in the Swift Current batting order. So once again, Swift getting great contributions 1 through 9, helping them build a lead here. Still lots of ball left to be played tonight. We're in the bottom of this. Matt Mahalski pitching to Bodie Cooper. Kyle McDonald at first. Cole Thibodeau at second. Ball 4 issued to Platt. Grant Van Scoy at short. Riley Campbell at third base. Blake Adams in left. Matt Bondarchuk in center. Brett Esau on right.
Travis Abel.
Travis Abel, 306 batting average. Runner on at first, nobody out here. Leadoff guys on for the Miller Express. Matt Mahalski. Abel shows bunt, redirects it into the backstop.
Daryl, what was your attendance? 411.
0-1 the count. Mahalski induces a hard foul ball from Travis Abel.
No, we're good. I'm going to wait till the 9th. It's no good. Don't get out of habit.
Nothing in 2 the count. There's a shot to right field. Brad Esau reads it well. Catch is made. First out here of the bottom of the 6th. A 1 count. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the count 0-2 against Warkin. Scott Platt, who walked, is on first base for the Miller Express. Slap foul by Warkin. Another pitch into the backstop. Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-1 lead for Swift Current. Swift back at home tomorrow night, and that'll be their last home game until the following Saturday, a week from tomorrow night. They'll be on the road Sunday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as Cole Warkin, nice hitting. Hits one to right field. That's in the corner of the ballpark. Runner at third being sent home. Warkin's going to get a triple out of the deal. And the Miller Express get a run back. It's 5-2. RBI triple brings in a run, and the deficit is now just 3, and with Matt Mahalski over 100 pitches, Joe Carnahan makes his way out of the dugout. Aiden Goodall has been warming up, and it looks like the A train is going to be sent in here for the 57's. Aiden Goodall makes his way in. He inherits a runner at third base. Aiden does. So the 6'6" right-hander from Nanaimo, BC, getting set to work here. First hitter he'll face will be Cutter McDowell. Matt Mahalski leaves the game going 5 1/3, 3 hits allowed from the native of Mansfield, Texas, 2 earned runs, striking out 4 and walking 3, facing 21 hitters. So Aiden Goodall ready to go here for the 57's. Appearance number 13 of the year forthcoming for Goodall. 19 innings of work. He's allowed 15 hits. Struck out 15 and walked 6. 4 earned runs against. Couple of saves and a 1.89 earned run average. Aiden Goodall, an invaluable part of that 2016 Swift Current Indians championship team. Now back for the inaugural season as the 57's. 57's Swift Current team last year with great starting pitching.
Swift Current's number 30, Aiden Goodall.
And the league's top closer in Ryan Pope. And And Aiden Goodall was an invaluable part of that 42-win season for the 57's. 33 in the regular season and a 9-0 run in the playoffs. Cutter McDowell, who struck out and grounded into a double play. Now at the plate for the Miller Express with one down and a runner on at third base. 5-2, the Swift Current 57's lead it. Moose Jaw looking to bite into that lead even more. First pitch from Goodall as a fastball low and away, righty on righty. Cole Warkin with an RBI triple that brought in one. Another pitch low and away, and it's a 2-0 count. Pitch is in, and it's a 3-0 count to McDowell. Ben Dalkey on deck. Heart of the order due up now for the Miller Express. It's part of the batting order, responsible for a lot of runs for Moose Jaw. Swings at a 3-0. Count 3-1. Don't often see a 3-0 swing, but in any event, the result ends up being 3-1. Now 3-2 as Goodall hits the zone. Three-two pitch. There's a shot, opposite field. That's going to land in foul territory by the 57's bullpen. And Aiden Goodall will continue this battle with Cutter McDowell. Three-two pitch. Another one fouled off.
I'm on episode 3.
Another 3-2. This time it's a fly ball that will barely escape the infield. Cole Thibodeau over to make the catch. Out number 2 of the bottom of the 6th. Ben Dalkey, home run his last time up to the plate.
Now the bat for the Express, first baseman Ben Dalkey.
Dalkey 1 for 1, walking a dinger this game. Swinging and missing at the first pitch. An opposite field shot by Dalkey. That home run that put the Miller Express on the board in the bottom of the 5th. Teams so far have traded runs in the 6th, with the Miller Express looking for more. Runner on at third base with 2 out, and Ben Dalkey at the plate. Dalkey now batting .375, and he'd love to up that number and bring a run in. He's going to foul this one off, though, with 1 ball and 2 strikes against him. Another 1-2 pitch with 2 away. Goodall doesn't miss by much on that offering. 2-2. Catcher Zach Fascia is on deck. Curveball from Goodall stays up, 3-2.
And harvest. On isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packing.
Your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
We're back with more 57's baseball in Moose Jaw, Roswell's Park. Travis Edgar checks in for the Miller Express on the mound. Grant Westmoreland going 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Striking out 2 and walking 1. A home run by Keel Crumbed, the blemish on Grant Westmoreland's record. So Travis Edgar coming in to pitch for the Miller Express. Edgar on the mound, 11 appearances, all in relief, 11 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, struck out 12 and walked 3. 1-1 with a 3.08 earned run average. Riley Campbell to lead off for the 57's. Campbell a walk and a single, 1 for game. 2 more bags for Campbell, who's up to 27 stolen bases on the year. Fouled off by Campbell. 2-3-4 due up this inning for Swift. Campbell, Blake Adams, and Kyle McDonald. Ground ball by Campbell, hit to Josh Mardoran. Doran gets that ball to first base in enough time to take care of Campbell. Blake Adams will take a turn now.
The bat for Swift Current left fielder, Blake Adams.
Adams 1 for 3 this game. Multiple hit games tonight so far for Swift Current. Matt Bondarchuk is 2 for 4 with an RBI. Bodie Cooper 2 for 3 with a run scored. And Keel Crumbed, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Adams 1 for 3. Blake at the plate now. 4th at bat of the game. First time facing Travis Edgar. Breaking ball from Edgar doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0 count to Adams. Fouled by Adams. 2-1. Ground ball by Adams. Harvey dives. Josh Mardoran, the shortstop, has a tough time going from glove to throwing hand. And a slow roller in the infield gets Blake Adams on at first. So Swift gets a runner on via the E6, and they'll try and hold the Miller Express accountable. So 1 out and 1 on. Kyle McDonald now at the plate for Swift. McDonald 0 for 2 with a walk, now hitting .293 on the year. Last time these teams played each other, earlier this week in Swift Current, a 6-1 57's win. Kyle McDonald with a 2-home run game, bringing his total to 4 on the year, and he was looking for number 5 with that swing. Big hack at a high fastball from McDonald. One pitch to Kyle. Looked like Edgar lowered the angle of delivery there, almost going sidearm with that pitch, and now 2-1. Adams in motion, swinging strike. Blake successfully steals second. 2 strikes against Kyle McDonald now. Miller Express warming up Galen Andrews in their bullpen. Blake Adams, bag number 12 on the year for him. So count 2-2 to Kyle McDonald with Grant Van Scoy on deck. Blake Adams putting himself that much closer to home plate. Swung on and missed, though. McDonald go down swinging. 2 down for Grant Van Scoy.
Now in the box for the 57, shortstop, Grant Van Scoy.
Van Scoy, who's kept that batting average well north of 300 over the past few games, is due. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch is low and away to the 57's shortstop. Bodie Cooper, catcher, is on deck. 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 5-2 lead for the Swift Current. Two-two pitch to Van Scoy. Check swing, and he gets him. Grant Van Scoy. Pitch low and away. Blake Adams will end up stranded. Bottom of 7 coming up. It's a 3-run lead for the Swift Current 57's. 5-2 the score. Back with more 57's baseball after these. Celebrate the wonders of our nation this July at Living Sky Casino. Players Club members can swipe daily for their chance to win a train trip across Canada in our From Far and Wide promotion. Bonus entries are also available. Grand prize draw July 31st at 8 p.m. Must be present to win. See Players Club for more details.
Leading off for the Express, catcher Zach Fascia.
What he said. Bottom of the 7th inning, Zach Fascia. 5-2 lead for the Swift Current 57's on the strength of 10 hits and home runs from Keel Crumbed and Brett Esau in this Friday night affair in Moose Jaw. Bottom of the 7th. Fascia 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder's choice and flying out to left. Fascia, Pate Katuchis, and Josh Mardoran due up 6-7-8 for the Miller Express. Aiden Goodall. 2/3 of an inning work thus far for Goodall. Pate Katuchis. After Zach Fascia flew out to left field. Fastball in. Katuchis has struck out and walked this game. Katuchis fouls that into the backstop. About a 90-minute bus ride for the Swift Current 57's today to get to Moose Jaw. They'll be on the bus a lot longer than that next week. After tonight, a home game against Weyburn tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch at Mitchell Field. Then a road game in Weyburn at 7:05 from Tom Lang Park on Sunday. Monday off for the 57's. And then they will make their first visit to Shell Stadium in Fort McMurray. That'll be the longest road trip ever for a Swift Current WMBL team, as they'll be on that bus about 11 hours to get to Fort Mac. Fort McMurray and Brooks Bombers joining the league last year as expansion teams as Pate Katuchis rockets one to center field. That's hit deep off the wall. Matt Bondarchuk plays it well. Katuchis will stand up at second with a double. One out extra base hit for the Miller Express right fielder.
Now to bat for the Express, shortstop Joshmar Doran.
So the 57's hosted Fort McMurray last season, and they will visit Fort McMurray this season. Same with Edmonton and Okotoks. Swift has already played their 2 games in Okotoks in 2017. Top team in the Alberta division, and Joe Carnahan's 57's getting the split in Okotoks. 9-1 loss and then a 17-6 win the following day.
Hey guys, is she? Hey guys.
Josh Mardoran gets a bunt down. However, that rolls foul. Doran trying to advance Pate Katuchis, who doubled moments ago. Aiden Goodall, count 0-2. High fastball, or maybe something low and away here. That's in the dirt. One-two count to Doran. Josh Mardoran spending a summer in Moose Jaw, Indian Hills Community College, but coming from Curacao. All kinds of players from all kinds of places make up the WMBL. One-two pitch from Goodall. Doran stays alive, fouling that into the backstop. "27 pitches in relief for Aiden Goodall. 57's are warming up Sean Chandler in their bullpen. 6'6" righty from Bellevue, Nebraska. 1-2 pitch to Doran. Katuchis in motion. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Bodie Cooper, and Katuchis advances to third base. Count 2-2. Fastball low and away, and it's a full count to Doran. Doran, 247 average, 11 runs batted in on the year, 22 hits in 89 tries. Singled, and he's reached on an E6, so he's been a bit of a pest for the 57s tonight. One out, runner on at third, and ball 4 issued to Doran on a pitch that looked like it might have caught the outside part of the plate, but Doran patient at the plate, and now Lane Harvey to take a turn.
Now to bat for the Express, third baseman Lane Harvey.
Harvey representing the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 57's with a 5-2 lead over the Moose Jaw Miller Express at Roswells Park here in Moose Jaw. First pitch to Harvey in the dirt, 1-0 count. Harvey with 6 RBI on the season. Would love to gather at least one more here. Fastball from Goodall is a strike. Josh Mardoran in motion, hit and run was on, and it's fouled off by Harvey. 1-2 with one down. Harvey, the number 9 guy in the batting order. Both times Harvey's been at the plate tonight in his previous 2 at-bats. The end result has been a double play. Grounding into a double play and lining into one. One out, runner on at first here. That would be the ideal scenario for the Swift Current 57's. Fly ball just hit over top of us here at Roswells Park. That ball's fouled away. Count still 1-2. Aiden Goodall battling with Lane Harvey. Get the feeling that Goodall's job will be to get the Swift Current 57's out of the 7th here as Josh Mardoran's in motion. And he steals uncontested. So a well-placed base hit for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Could bring them to within 1. It's 5-2 for the 57's. 1 out here. Runners on at 2nd and 3rd in the bottom of the 7th. Harvey. Ground ball. Riley Campbell grabs it. They'll concede the run and get the out at first. However, the deficit now is just 2. Harvey grounds out to 3rd but brings in a run while doing so. Top of the order, and Josh Mardoran moves to 3rd base as well. 5-3 lead for the 57's. Top of the order up now.
Now to bat for the Millers, 2nd baseman Scott Platt.
And if the Miller Express want to make a late game comeback, they're right where they want to be in the batting order to do so. Josh Mardoran takes his lead at 3rd. Low and out fastball from Goodall, 1-0 count. Fouled off by Platt. Another pitch that was headed low and away. A fastball. Platt will step out of the batter's box and try and catch up to that heater from Goodall. In future pitches, 1-1 the count. Platt tries to get a 2-out bunt down, but sends it towards the 57's dugout. 1-2 with 2 down. Runner on at third, Travis Abel on deck. Platt 264, the guy on deck hits 303. One-two pitch. Breaking ball from Goodall, just a bit low, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Goodall winds and fires, just a bit low again, and it's 3-2. Full count with 2 away. Platt representing the tying run for the Miller Express. 5-3 they trail. Miller Express have had at least 1 run in the last 3 innings. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Hops up on Campbell. Blocks it with his body. Recovers. Throws to first. Throws it away. Run comes in to score. Five-4. Joe Carnahan will make his way out of the dugout to have a chat with his infielders, and he's pointing down to the bullpen. He wants Sean Chandler.
Zone. Where would the players wear? Stop by the Ultimate Fan Zone and pick up your MLB on-field Pro-Fit caps. UFC, your official MLB dealer in Moose Jaw, built by fans for fans.
Aiden Goodall, 1 1/3. 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walking 1, facing 7 batters. Sean Chandler will come in. We'll tell you all about how his season has been when we return with Swift Current 57's baseball for Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes, unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. 5-4 is now the lead for the 57's as the Miller Express for the first time tonight have managed to put up a multiple run inning at the expense of the 57's. Sean Chandler coming in, the native of Bellevue, Nebraska. 8 appearances on the year, 9 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He's struck out 15 and walked 12. He's 1-0 with a 1.92 earned run average.
Now to bat for the Miller Express, center fielder.
Right-handed pitcher with a live arm. Chandler out of Bellevue, Nebraska, redshirted at the University of Nebraska. 6'5", right-handed pitcher. His first task is a tough one in Travis Abel. Abel still without a hit this game, but hitting .303 on the year. Strike called as Chandler goes after him. 15 strikeouts to 12 walks in 9 innings of work for Chandler. Runner in motion, Bodie Cooper throw to second just in front of the base, and it's a stolen base for Platt. One and one, Bodie Cooper will head out and just have a quick strategy session with Chandler with a runner on at second base. Cooper and Chandler getting on the same page. Tying run at second base for the Miller Express with 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Four, 1, and 5-2 after the 5th and 6th inning. 7th inning, 5-4 thus far. Chandler with a fastball that's sent into the backstop by Abel, and the count is 1-2. One-two pitch. With 2 away. Tying run at second base. Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Two pitch. Called strike 3.
You will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
We're back with Swift Current 57's baseball. Bodie Cooper to lead off for the 57's in green. Galen Andrews out of Lamar University, senior from Houston, Texas, comes in to pitch for the Miller Express.
Galen Andrews. Now the man for Swift Current, catcher Bodie Cooper.
Coach Michael Hunt of the Moose Jaw Miller Express hoping that Galen Andrews can keep the Swift Current 57's off the scoreboard. 5-4, Swift leads it. A 2-run bottom of the 7th for the Miller Express, have them within 1. Andrews on the year, 6 appearances, 3 starts, 15 innings of work. 8 earned runs, 17-8 strikeout to walk ratio, 0-2 on the year, with a 4.80 earned run average. And he's ahead of Bodie Cooper, 0-2. '57's will play Cooper Esau Crumweed this inning. These 3 hitters 5 for 9 in total tonight. Cooper Esau Crumweed. Good production from 6, 7, 8 in your order. Well hit ball by Cooper, spanked to left field. However, he put it right where the left fielder was standing. And Cole Workin is able to make the catch.
Here for $8 at the Park in the Park. Line them up.
Ball rocketed off the bat head, but Workin was there.
Now to bat for Swift Current right fielder Brett Esau.
Esau 1 for 3 with that 2-run bomb. Galen Andrews, right-handed pitcher, finesse pitch to Esau. Pitch catches the outside part of the plate to Esau, and it's 1-1. '57's have Lane Downing warming up in their bullpen. 1-1 pitch, low and away to Esau. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night in Swift Current as the 57's will play host to the Weyburn Beavers. 7:05, making up a rained-out game from earlier this year as that ball goes through the catcher. 3-1 to Esau. There haven't been and there won't be a ton of Saturday opportunities to watch 57's baseball in Swift Current, just the way the schedule's drawn up this year. So we hope to get full house tomorrow night as the 57's take on Weyburn. Opposite field shot by Esau. It'll be a single. 57's next home game after tomorrow night will be next Saturday, 8 days from now. Swift about to embark on a journey through northern Alberta.
Now the bat for Swift Current DH Keel Crumbed.
Over the past few weeks, the 57's have logged a lot of miles on that bus, and they will do so next week as well. Keel Crumbed to the plate. 2 for 3. Single and a solo dinger for Crumbed. His 57's are up 5-4. Swift looking to get back some of the momentum that the Moose Jaw Miller Express picked up in the 7th inning, scoring 2 in the bottom of. Esau on base, and he's checked by Galen Andrews. Cole Thibodeau on deck as Crumbed fouls that off the playing area. 2 strikes against Crumbed, the native of Glasgow, Montana. Crumbed, a big part of the 57's recent success. Swift on a 4-game win streak heading into this one tonight at Moose Jaw. They'd love to make it 5 at the expense of their divisional rivals. They're up by 1, and Keel Crumbed's going to go down looking. A nice curveball from Galen Andrews. Cole Thibodeau, who's 1 for 2, being hit by a pitch tonight to go along with a single.
Cole Thibodeau. One-0 count to Thibodeau. Top of the order and Matt Bondarchuk on deck. Bondarchuk 2 for 4 with a single. Pair of them, actually. And some RBIs as well, 2 of them. Fastball from Andrews, strike to Thibodeau, 1-1 with 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. 5-4 lead for the Swift Current 57's. Miller Express have the last 2 runs in this game, though. Actually, the last 3. So Swift trying to shift the momentum, and Galen Andrews trying to retire the 57's here. Thibodeau swings and misses at a high heater. Fastball up, and it's 2-2 to Thibodeau.
Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Swift Current 57's with a defensive substitution. Ben Andrews comes in to play third base where Riley Campbell was. Sean Chandler continues on the mound for Swift Current. Bottom of the 8th inning, Swift up 5-4. Ben Andrews brought in for his acumen with the glove. So a defensive substitution for Joe Carnahan. Sean Chandler on the mound for Swift. Chandler came in for the final out of the 7th inning. Striking out Travis Abel. Cole Wark into the plate now. Chandler unleashes a pitch inside for a 1-0 count. Orkin shows bunt on that pitch low and away. And it's 2-0. Some more heat from Chandler, and the count is 2-1. 3, 4, 5 in the Miller Express batting order due up here. Some high degree of difficulty outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Fastball low and away. Workin doesn't chase. Hitters count now at 3-1. Workin takes with the count 3-1, and it's a full count. 5-pitch at bat thus far, Chandler versus Workin. Full count with the Miller Express down by but 1 run. Swift led by as much as 4. Ground ball hit to Ben Andrews, knocked down, recovers, throws to first, and they get him in time. Great baseball play by Ben Andrews. That's why he was subbed in for Riley Campbell. And the native of Shoreline, Washington. First time a ball's hit his way. That decision by Joe Carnahan to put him in pays dividends. Cutter McDowell to the plate. McDowell 0 for 3, his 4th game of 2017. Chandler fastball in. Lane Downing limbering up in the 57's bullpen. Another fastball in, and it's 2-0. Fastball from Chandler just misses low. And it's a 3-0 count to McDowell. Three-0 pitch. McDowell takes, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Now in the box for the Miller Express.
Ben Dahlke with a walk and a home run this game. Dahlke representing the potential go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-4 lead for the 57's. Moose Jaw scored the last 3 runs in this one, though. Chandler, high heat inside. High fly ball. That ball likely won't escape the infield. Cole Thibodeau is there and makes the catch. So Ben Dahlke getting underneath a pitch that
Now the man for the Express, catcher,
looked chubby out of the hand of Sean Chandler. And it's 2 away. Runner still at first. Zach Fascia to the plate. Fascia 0 for 3, reaching on a fielder's choice, and Joe Carnahan's going to make his way out of the 57's dugout and have a chat with his 6'6" reliever, and that's going to do it for Sean Chandler, as he's going to bring in a different look for Zach Fascia as Lane Downing makes his way in from the bullpen. Chandler goes an inning, striking out 1 and walking 1, facing 4 hitters. We'll give Lane Downing a chance to warm up, and we'll be back with more Swift Current 57's baseball after these.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Celebrate the wonders of our nation this July at Living Sky Casino. Players Club members can swipe daily for their chance to win a train trip across Canada in our From Far and Wide promotion. Bonus entries are also available. Grand prize draw July 31st at 8 p.m. Must be present to win. See Players Club for more details.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packages.
At your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. My mistake, not laying down and coming in for the 57's, but Ernesto Romero, the left-handed pitcher, coming in to work against the lefty Zach Fasha. Joe Carnahan bringing in the lefty to face the lefty here. First pitch from Romero. Bit out. Bodie Cooper has to move laterally to grab that one. And he'll need to take a moment. And something not feeling right. And that's not a good sight. And Bodie Cooper in a bad way. Pitch that Bodie had to move to his left on. And now he's in some degree of difficulty here. May have just cramped up. We've all had those. And a bit of relief to see Bodie Cooper back up and at it. Interesting start for Ernesto Romero. One pitch and one almost injured catcher. Bodie Cooper still making sure everything's just right. Romero on the year, 6 appearances, all in relief, 7 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 10 hits, 4 earned runs, struck out 6 and walked 4, 4.90 earned run average. Strike called, 1-1 the count here. 2 away. Runner at first for the Miller Express represents the tying run. Cutter McDowell was walked. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Bodie. Count 2-1. Ground ball, hit into right field. 2 on now for the Miller Express. And Zach Fasha picks a good time to get his first hit of the ball game for the Miller Express.
Now in the box for the Miller Express, right fielder Pate Kutachis.
Kutachis 1 for 2 with a double. Two on, 2 down. Pitch is in and it's a 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, Romero. That hops away from Cooper. And runners will advance. So the count is 2-0, tying run just a few feet away for the Miller Express. Two-0 pitch. Inside, blocked by Bodie, and it's a 3-0 count. Pate Kutachis trying to help the Miller Express complete the comeback. He'll be walked in 4. Brings the pesky Josh Mardoran to the plate. Doran this game has got on base by hook or by crook in all 3 at-bats. A single, got on base by an E6 as well as a walk. Bodie Cooper and Ernesto Romero having a chat.
Now to bat for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, shortstop Josh Mardoran.
57's 1 out away from getting out here, and now Joe Carnahan's going to make his way out to the mound. And the 57's with a arm warming up in the bullpen, trying to give him more time to warm up here. And that's Keel Crumbed warming up in the 57's bullpen. Got some work last night on the mound against the Melville Millionaires in that 8-3 win. 57's giving Crumbed an opportunity to warm up here. And that's all the time that he needs, as Keel Crumbed's going to come in now. The hard-throwing third baseman from Glasgow, Montana, has already contributed this game with a home run. Now he's going to try and make things happen on the other side of the ball as Ernesto Romero faces 2 batters. 2 and out for Romero. So we'll give Keel Crumbed a chance to throw a few pitches to warm up here, and we'll be back with more. Moose Jaw Miller Express have a runner on at third base and trail by 1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Back with more 57's baseball after these.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Keel Crumbed.
Keel Crumbed will try and be a dagger against the Miller Express. They've got the bases loaded. 2 outs, trailing by 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Crumbed, 2 appearances, 3.1 innings of work, allowing 3 hits, striking out 4 and walking 1. Still a spotless earned run average for Crumbed, the native of Glasgow, Montana. Josh Mardoran with 2 out, thinking bunt, and ends up redirecting that ball into the backstop for strike 1. Last time Swift Current was in Moose Jaw, it was a 4-3 come-from-behind win for the Miller Express. Swift would not like history to repeat here on this hot summer night in downtown Moose Jaw. Crumbed with some heat that's just a bit outside, righty on righty, and it's 1-1 to Doran. Doran on base this game with a single, reaching on an E6 and a walk. 1-1. Crumbed paints the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Tying run for the Miller Express just a few feet away. Every pitch is key. Off-speed pitch up. And it's 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's 2 down. 2-2 pitch, Crumbed. Strike 3 gets him. Keel, Crumbed, K coming up huge. And the 57's dugout out to acknowledge that pitching performance from Crumbed, who came in and got the job done. 57's not out of the woods yet. 9th inning coming up. 5-4 lead for Swift Currents. Back with more 57's baseball.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Hello, baseball fans. We're in one here in Moose Jaw. This just in. Keel Crumbed's a stud. Home run tonight. And a key strikeout. So Keel Crumbed getting things done on both sides of the ball.
Leading off for Swift Current center fielder Matt Bondarchuk.
And Matt Bondarchuk with a turn now. Bondarchuk with an RBI single that brought in 2 runs. Nobody in the 57's bullpen right now. Looking like they'll ride Crumbed into the 9th here, and Bondarchuk trying to provide some insurance for the 57's defense. Nothing into the count, though, to Bones. 2 for 4. Bondarchuk is. Fastball up. Galen Andrews on the mound for the Miller Express. Andrews so far an inning of work, allowing a hit, striking out 1. 5-4, the 57's lead it. 1-2 pitches outside. 2-2 count to 22. Ben Andrews on deck where Riley Campbell was in the batting order. Joe Carnahan subbing out Riley Campbell for the glove of Ben Andrews at third base, and Andrews did come up big with a play at third when he was called upon to do so. Miller Express knocking on the door in the 8th inning, but the 57's got out unscathed. The ground ball from Bondarchuk. Nice play at third by Lane Harvey to get him. So now a turn for Ben Andrews.
Now the bat for the 57's third baseman Ben Andrews.
There's Heckler's Row here in Moose Jaw tonight. Doing their best to will their team onto a win. Ben Andrews, batting average of .242 coming into this at bat. Andrews over the last 7 days, though, hitting .400 for the 57's. 4 hits and 10 at bats, and he absolutely obliterates that bat. And he'll need a new cue after shrapnel sprays all over the infield. Andrews on Andrews matchup here as Galen saws off that bat. So Andrews, just before his bat exploded, we were talking about how he's played the last week for the 57's. 4 hits, 10 at bats. One and one the count. Galen Andrews. Breaking ball over the plate, strike 2. Blake Adams on deck for Swift. Andrews 3 home runs to go along with 12 RBI this year. Ground ball, hit foul down the third base line. Ben Andrews, count 1 and 2, digs in. Hits that one down the third base line into the glove of Lane Harvey. Harvey gets the 5-3.
Next up,
now Blake Adams.
Outfielder Blake Adams.
Blake 1 for 4. Singling and reaching on an E6 this game. 2 out here in the top of the 9th. 57's looking for some insurance as they head to the bottom of the 9th. Against the Moose Jaw Miller Express, who have scored the game's last 3 runs. 5-4, Swift Current leads it. Pitch hops away from Zach Fascia. Adams. Big hack at that fastball. 1-1. One pitch, 2 away. And it's called strike. Hitting the outside part of the plate. 1 and 2 now with 2 down. Swift Current has never trailed in this game. 5-4 the score. Another pitch low and away that hops away from the catcher. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here. Top of the 9th. Blake Adams working against Galen Andrews. Andrews 2-2, curveball, hit foul down the third base line. .32 pitches for Galen Andrews thus far. 1.2 innings of work. 2-2 pitch to Adams. Called strike 3, and he gets him looking. Blake Adams not happy with that assessment. And 1 will have to be enough for the 57's.
7th and 9th inning on the Winmar scoreboard. No runs, no hits, no errors on left on base. Swift Current leads 5-4.
Oh, let's stay with this. Joe Carnahan making his way to talk to the umpire. Umpire doesn't want to talk to him, but Joe's carrying on. And I believe Blake Adams has been ejected from this game for arguing that strike 3 call. So some fireworks here. Adams not making his way out to left field, so the 57's will have to carry on without Adams, who passionately appealed that called strike 3. One will have to be enough for the 57's. 5-4 they lead it heading into the bottom of the 9th. We'll be back with what should be a grand finale of 57's baseball after this.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Celebrate the wonders of our nation this July at Living Sky Casino. Players Club members can swipe daily for their chance to win a train trip across Canada in our From Far and Wide promotion. Bonus entries are also available. Grand prize draw July 31st at 8 p.m. Must be present to win. See Players Club for more details.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
We're back with what should be an exciting finale here in Moose Jaw. Blake Adams back in left field, not getting ejected after that strike 3 call. Strike 1 here, Lane Harvey at the plate. 9-1-2 due up for the Miller Express here in the 9th. 1-1 count to Harvey, the number 9 hitter in Moose Jaw's batting order. Was grounded out 3 times this game. Got an RBI while doing so the last time. Keel Crumbed on for more work here, and it's strike 2 against Harvey. 2-1. Or 1-2 rather. One-two pitch. Harvey stays alive and gets a small piece of that baseball. One and two. Crumweed. Shot to center field. Matt Bondarchuk is there to make the catch. A well-hit ball by Harvey. And a good play by Bondarchuk. Top of the order now for the Miller Express and Scott Platt.
Now in the box for the Miller Express, second baseman Scott Platt.
Platt struck out, flown out, walked, and reached on an E5 this game. Fastball up. 1-0 count. Strike called. One and one the count with one down. Top of the order for Moose Jaw. They are down by one. 5-4 lead for the 57's. Fouled off and strike two. Keel Crumbed, who has a home run in this game, trying to get the save for the 57's. One hopper to Cooper. 2-2. Keel Crumbed, that solo home run, standing up as the game-winning RBI, and he strikes out the leadoff hitter, Platt. 2 big strikeouts for Keel Crumbed, and the 57's are 1 out away. Not an easy out by any means, though, as Travis Abel representing the last chance here for the Miller Express, at least for now. Abel, 300-plus hitter, however, tonight uncharacteristically 0 for 4. Is he due? Keel Crumbed, strike 1. A 1 count. Crumbed in the stretch. Change up. Strike 2. Nothing in 2 the count with 2 away. 57's looking for their 5th win in a row. Cooper lines up off the plate. 0-2. Reaching and staying alive is Abel. Count remains 0-2. Keel Crumbed. 0-2 pitch. Bodie lines up off the plate. Low and away and ball 1. 57's with 4-1 and 5-2 leads before the 7th inning, where Moose Jaw narrowed the gap to 5-4. Bottom of the 9th. Swift up by 1. Keel Crumbed came in and stopped the bleeding, and he induces a ground ball. Ben Andrews charges, throws to first, and that does it. Keel Crumbed, a studly performance for the native of Glasgow, Montana. Game-winning RBI with a solo home run, and he comes in and saves it. What a baseball performance for the kid from the University of Nebraska at Omaha. He's our Swift Current 57's player of the game. Keel Crumbed and the Swift Current 57's take it 5-4 in Moose Jaw. Next game is going to be tomorrow night against the Weyburn Beavers, 7:05. Thirsty Thursday prices on a Saturday night in Swift Current. That'll be a fun one. Our next webcast is going to be Sunday in Weyburn. 7:05 start for that. On behalf of Christina bringing you the images tonight, there's Joe Carnahan's son, Austin. He's happy that Dad got out of here with a win, and so are we. That does it for another Swift Current 57's webcast for our major sponsors, Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services. Good night from Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw.